Welcome to the video review of Transformers Robots in Disguise Destructicon Scourge. Now this figure is actually a repaint of the Generation 2 Optimus Prime hero figure, Deluxe class. And I have to say, I really do like the look of the figure. It in all black and modeled up like the Robots in Disguise Scourge figure really does this mold wonders. I really love the look of it. Again, this is a one of the air bladder powered Transformers. The other one being Destructicon Bludgeon. And like Bludgeon, this guy was a KB Toys exclusive. So again, got to be really careful of how you put the missile on because there is a specific way to do it. Otherwise, you won't be able to get it on. And he fires the missile pretty much just as well as Bludgeon did, which is not very. I'm sure if you really pounded this thing, it could shoot farther, but really no point in breaking it. So he does come with 2 missiles and a gun, and we'll put those off to the side so we can do the transformation next. The transformation for Scourge is exactly the same as Hero Optimus Prime. We'll flip the cab forward a little bit, and then that will allow us to split it open. And then we can come to the front of the cab and actually fold open the front bumper, which will allow us to flip the legs around fully. Then, once we do that, it's just a question of opening the rear of the vehicle and spinning the arms around correctly. And getting everything lined up so that it looks like he is a Transformer. There we go. Now, the worst part about the figure is the air hose for the air bladder. Thankfully, it does plug into the rear of the figure, like right there. However, getting it to stay is a little bit annoying. Now, you can put it on like that, so it's like look like he's coming out of his butt, or you can do your best to get it like that. Now, the problem is the air hose is not that long, so you try to pull his arm forward, you have to be careful because if you pull it too far forward, the air bladder is just going to fall off. Now, when you do that, you can attach the missiles. However, the air hose gets in the way of the missiles. So you just have to be kind of careful with what you're doing. Now, a big problem I have is that the missiles do not want to stay on his backpack. So if you're moving the figure around or if you move the arms in a certain direction, you'll just knock the missiles right off. Not a huge issue, but annoying nonetheless. Overall, the figure looks cool. I mean, it looks really cool. But as soon as you touch it, there are some problems. First off is he doesn't have any heels. So there's nothing folding out to keep him from being very top-heavy, so you have to lean him forward. That's an annoyance. The other issue is the missiles. As you can see, they keep falling out. They keep falling off his backpack, no matter how you put them on. There are no like little clamps. There's just little pieces of plastic holding the missiles in with friction. So if you move them a little bit, things are going to fall off. Another issue that I've had is the fists do not come out far enough for you to actually have him hold his gun. That's just silly. I mean, you can, if you really push it in, you can get it in there, but you run the risk of breaking it. So there's really nowhere for him to hold his gun other than there. Okay, I just pushed it in and got it in, but on this side, the fist doesn't come out far enough. This side barely comes out. So as you can see, there are a lot of problems with this guy, but I like the overall look. The overall look is very cool. Unfortunately, you can only have him just stand there. You really can't do anything else, because as soon as you start moving him, things are going to fall off, he's going to fall over. He's definitely not a very good Black Convoy or Scourge figure. And honestly, out of the two, I like the look of this guy better, but Bludgeon is a better figure. And if you saw my Bludgeon review, you know I don't really like that figure, and I'm not really digging this figure either. But it's nice to go back in time and see how Gen 2 was, or Gen 2 molds. The overall concept of this guy is really good. The execution is what is lacking. So I really wouldn't pick this one up. I would only pick it up if you have to have it. If you've got to have it, then go ahead and get it. But otherwise, just leave this one alone if you see him at a yard sale or online.